I don't think you need a lift here, Misha.
Yeah, no, yeah, I also can stay left completely without going on the right. I think we can also, like, mood curve also goes flat. You know what the advantages of an old shitbox for video recording?
No.
That you don't need to do a sync clap. That's your sync clap.
There you go. I will confess that I did a sync clap and I hit the side of the M3.
Well, there is that. So, good morning, comrades. I hope you're all well and staying safe and sane also. Maybe also important these times. So today I'm joined by Robert.
Hi guys, I'm Robert.
Yeah, who has a very cool series going on his channel, Driving Fast Car Slow. And today we're going to combine and also like kind of return the favor of him taking me always out for laps and faster cars. So today we're doing driving slow cars slow on the ring.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
I want to see how slow of a lap we can do.
Yeah. You'll be surprised. So, in case you missed it, welcome on board of the Ring Tracktor, the most ferocious ring tool of 2020 season of the Nürburgring.
Can we stop and pick up some firewood too after the lap?
Yeah, where? Why?
In the middle of the forest. We got the Ring Tractor. So,
oh yeah, we
just
could.
in the forest, just get a couple logs.
Yeah, and I mean maybe if Mitch is stuck at Starstracker, we could also like go
rescue him there.
Yeah, rescue him. But I guess he's stuck in UK now.
I just did a lap in the M3, so I kind of was back and forth today. I'll be the first to say I love the changing weather. I have no problem with it. I'm not complaining, but I just like, you know what, I'm going to take the M3 out for a lap and the four-seater. And I said, okay, here I go. It's on brand new semi-slick tires and everything. I got to the gate and there was literally a coating of hail. Like
hail?
Yeah, 5 centimeters thick, just coating the whole track. I was like, oh, this will be fun. And now look at it.
Yeah,
it's like
weather.
The street's completely dry.
Yeah, it's still going to be probably damp on the track. I haven't been out today yet.
Yeah, when I got back 25 minutes ago, there were sections that were just dry, and then there were sections with standing water still. So it's going to be a nice little change. But the thing is that when the track gets like it is right now, where we've had some sunny days and some warm days, the track is quite warm. It holds a lot of temperature, and after these quick spurts of rain, it just steams up. It just starts evaporating, and you'd be amazed at how fast it dries. So I think I got back from my lap at about 25 minutes ago, and we'll already see places where I was sliding around in full wet getting cleared out. You see what was going on over there?
Yep.
So come to the ring, make sure that your car's legal. I mean, I think that's the best thing. The police are out, they're doing controls and things like that, so don't come with plexiglass windows unless they're in the papers for some reason. Don't come with a cage unless they're in the papers.
Exactly.
You will get hit right now. So, you know.
Yeah, people were asking, like, so will I get arrested with foreign plates here? Like, no, there is freedom of movement. It's all fine. Yep. And police are checking, but they're always, like, occasionally they always check. But now just like they have an extra reason to be here. And while they're here and they have an extra reason to be here, they also check for other things. Hello, hello. So yeah, just make sure that your car is legal and everything should be fine. We're driving with Croatian plates. We have like George driving on UK plates.
We've got an American and a Russian on Croatian plates right now.
Yeah, exactly. Or a Dutch person, kind of, I don't know.
A Dutch-Russian.
Dutch-Russian. I'm only Russian
on the track.
On paper. Yeah, okay. Well, see, people giving thumbs up for the plate. Another advantage of a shitbox is you don't have to slow down for the
speed bump.
Yeah.
So this right here, when I got on, this is where it was covered in hail. And that was just 25-30 minutes ago. So
interesting.
I like the acceleration.
Yeah, it's torquey.
Yeah, it's much more comforting.
Yeah.
It's like a nice cruise. You know, this is something that was interesting. I'm just going to talk a little bit about it on one of the videos that I do. But something that really changed my outlook on the Nürburgring, will do some fast laps, but I usually don't publicize them or put them online or anything like that, because I think that, you know, you don't want to always promote racing during TF and doing all these things. But most of my laps are fun laps. They're casual laps. If I see a friend, and I don't care if I'm in the 720 or something really fast and they're in a Golf R, I'll slow down and ride with them. But something that changed my perspective was one day I was in the E92 or XX31, if you want to call it that, or if you know it as that. And I was driving and I was just helmeted up. I was fully rigged up. I had just everything going. No, the car has no AC, so it was a warm morning. And I'm like sitting in there baking, sweating. And I passed, I think it was a Mark II Golf or something like that. And the guy had a bench seat. Would those have had bench seats? So he had a bench seat all the way across.
Oh, wow.
And he was just chilling, you know, in the front seat, just chilling, driving, you know. And I looked at him and I said, this guy's having a good time. I'm working.
Yeah.
You know, I'm out here working and this guy's just cruising. I'm, you know, just, okay, going faster, faster, faster. And that really was something that sticks in my mind as something that I would say sort of changed my perspective on TF, or just my thought process of not needing to push all the time, of saying, hey, you know what, I'm just going to take it back and look around and, you know, see these photographers sitting here. There's so much culture here. This guy right here, he's not doing this because he's going to make a ton of money this weekend. He's doing it because he loves cars. You know, there's so much going on right around the Nürburgring, and that you could just need to take a minute and just watch it, you know?
Yep.
It's really cool.
It is. It's also like, whenever we go out for a bike ride and we see the track environment like from a different perspective, or also like on a slow lap. Right. I think like the first lap I did this year was with Nürburgring officials when we were talking about the track changes, and then during this type of laps you're not allowed to drive faster than 80 kilometers an hour, so you go extra slow, and you see so many new things that you otherwise wouldn't be able to experience, and that's very cool.
Yeah, today we went on a walk. We just went on a walk through Hatzenbach. And we started up from our place and then went up to T13 and then all the way down to Quiddelbach. And it was really cool because the track was dry, there were cars flying, and yeah, a little bit of you says, man, I wish I was on track right now because this is so cool. But at the same time, I was watching all these people and seeing the same cars go around and around and around. It was really neat. And furthermore, I saw about 6 people that were saying, oh, hey, Robert, how you doing? You know, and you think, wow, there's a whole lot more than just to being on track and pushing. Yep. And it was really cool. Yeah, look at this. This was all soaking wet when I was out 25 minutes ago. You can see still a little bit of dampness here. Right where the shadow is, you can see some dampness, but it's not in a critical area, so to speak. So you can still keep a nice pace through here. Yep.
How are you liking it so far?
I think it's a pretty good car.
Yeah.
It's a car that you definitely keep some momentum in, you know what I mean? You definitely want to keep some momentum, but I think it's a lot of fun. Yeah, I think it's a lot of fun. I think as you get your control arms and stuff on, it's going to be a pretty serious car.
Yeah, especially the brakes for the confidence.
How's your fuel economy on track?
I haven't measured. I mean, I think this is my 3rd lap with the car ever. And I started with about 4/5 of a tank. And it's now slightly above half.
Yes, it's about. It's not using much.
Yeah,
I always wonder because, you know, like the diesels are always good when you're cruising, but sometimes you get on them. Horsepower is horsepower. It takes energy to create power. But yeah, you can still see here a little bit of moisture on the track, but a very, very dry line formed through. Yeah, braking zone here a little wet, but that'll all be gone in a moment.
Yeah, and I was surprised by the wet handling of this car.
Oh, I believe it.
The wet lap, and I'm like, hold up, that's like too much grip.
I'm personally a big fan of a soft suspension in the wet.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's going to be also my first lap with pictures taken of me in the car without. Oh, someone went on the grass here, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a couple spaces even right here.
Oh, yeah, maybe it's
I think it's just from the leaves and
from the rain.
The rain knocking leaves off the trees. Yeah. It's probably a lot of buds, leaf buds and flower buds and things like that.
I was saying it was going to be like with the first lap where I didn't have a GoPro on my hat.
This guy right here, his brakes are done. You see him smoking?
Oh yeah.
You can smell them. Do you guys smell that in the video? It's strong enough, you might.
Yeah. Smell-o-vision.
So if you keep an eye when he breaks down in here to Brightside, maybe Misha can zoom in on him. There's going to be smoke coming off his brakes for sure.
Yeah, we had, I don't remember, I think with the GT2 RS lap that we did like earlier this year, you can see in a POV, the car that we were overtaking slightly after Mezgesfeld before James left, there's actually sparks coming out of the brake, out of the wheels. So someone was completely through the brakes. And
they're metal to metal, huh?
Yeah, I'm going to make a video soon how to drive a shitbox on the track.
I think it's a good idea to basically call out all of the danger areas.
Exactly.
A lot of people don't realize how much the top of this, I mean, you're really working your motor to get up this.
Oh, yeah.
In the GT86, I have to leave it in 5th gear. If I go to 6th gear, I lose RPM.
I have the same here.
So that means that I'm winding the GT86 out for about a good 2.5 kilometers at 7,500 RPM. That's a lot of work.
Yeah. And this is where lots of cars, like cars with bad maintenance, they explode their hoses or engines, and yeah. It's for the reason also why Nürburgring is being used as a test track, because here you put a lot of stress on your engine.
I don't think you need a lift here, Misha.
Yeah, no, I also can stay left completely without going on the right. I think we can also, like, Mutkurve also goes flat.
The other day I did a lap with Maximus in the 720, and I asked him, I said, is it Mutkurve or is it Angstkurve? He said, Daddy, it's Mutkurve, I'm not scared. I said, all right.
Well, I'm going to follow his example then, no lifting.
Except he was in the 720.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. I think 720 is a bit more sophisticatedly built car for these type of things. You should be more scared than this at lower speeds. I wonder why they took out the curbstone here on the left.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a bit weird, but I'm sure they had their reasons. I'd say it's a very good beginner's car, actually.
I think so, yeah, it's fun.
So yeah, you were saying something about buying a shitbox for your kids later, so if that...
Yeah,
if we're still gonna have it,
4.
yeah, you can... I'll make you a good deal for 10 years.
I'm gonna have the girl from the tire shop inspect it, though.
Yeah, we
talk you down on price.
Yeah. It was not in the vlog because I didn't film it, but when I had the tires changed, and Tire Trade Center has the new girl working there, and she rolled it on the lift, and then the car is shaking, obviously, because of the engine mounts. She's like, yeah, your clutch is broken. I'm like, no, I have hard engine mounts. No, it's definitely your clutch because the pedal is also so stiff. Yeah, I have a racing clutch. No, it's broken. You have to have it checked. Okay. I'll have it checked, but for other reasons. Both curbs? Viverman challenge?
Might as well. Yeah, so we basically have a perfectly dry track now.
Yep.
Yeah, like I said, literally 30 minutes ago it was treacherously wet, hail balls everywhere.
Car reminds me of a Sub 7 Up in the way that it's underpowered and set up. Cannot wait with the suspension going on it.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty cool. The suspension will make it a lot faster, but it's gonna take away some of the character.
Yeah.
Oh,
what?
Got a yellow.
Oh yeah. Unofficial yellow.
Unofficial yellow coming up. Yeah, and in fact, I think it's because of it's starting to get wet right here.
Yeah. I think plenty of guys to call the emergency number.
Yeah, I think everyone's okay. But you can see here, obviously, like I was saying, that the second half of the track was really wet.
Yeah. Everyone's getting over the barrier, so that's fine.
Yeah, so you guys have an incident on the track, get over the barrier. First things first, that's the most important, is to get off the track. Get yourself to safety, and as you can see ahead of us now, the track is wet, so you need to really take it easy through here. You don't want to have an incident in changing conditions. I suspect that somebody might have got off the line to let somebody pass, and then that was it.
Getting used to those gear ratios. It's kind of weird with the diesel as well because I need to keep the RPMs low.
Not as you don't want to wind it out like you'd be tempted to, right?
Yep. Yeah, no jumping out of here. Not enough power yet.
So see, we're in the sun now, but when you come around to the right, you might enter a little bit of shade, and in that shade, you always want to look out for a track that'll dry slower
Yep.
as the sun starts to set.
And here we are, lapping slow car slow and having lots of fun. That's what it's about.
That's what it's about. Well, I think it's about time for me to get back in the M3.
Okay.
I think the track is dry.
Which M3?
The F80.
F80. The taxi.
The taxi.
The taxi that's taxiing only you.
Yep, the one-person taxi.
Well, I guess that's it. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Hope we encouraged some of you people to just come here and enjoy the track without having the necessity of chasing lap times, chasing fame. Just come and enjoy. And see you next time on track or either on our channels.
Bye, guys.
Bye. It's a GT86 customer, dude.
Dude, your motor mounts are ridiculous.
Huh?
Your motor mounts are ridiculous.
Yeah.